animal, so it's a lot easier to get off. I just shot my hand.
Should do, and that's what we signed up for. But listen, you know better than anybody. Fighters will all.
Moses Itauma has set the boxing world ablaze after boldly calling out Tyson Fury live on camera. The 20-year-old prodigy didn't just speak, he commanded the moment. With fearless confidence and calm fire, Itauma left no room for hesitation or doubt.
Oh, I like it because, you know, me and Tyson, we done some good rounds. Remember on a Thursday, we done some heavy rounds. My body was in bits. Anyways,
this wasn't empty bravado. He's been in the ring with Fury, sparred with him, felt his power firsthand, and now he's ready to shock the world by taking down the giant himself. The conviction in his words made the entire boxing community sit up.
I feel like with Usyk, I feel like I've got a better skill set than him. But I feel like towards the later rounds, he'll just outdo me because I've never been in that sort of fight. So this year's just about getting me some rap.
And take notice, Itauma isn't just chasing headlines. He's chasing greatness. He spoke the names others dare not utter. Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. The same Usyk who's beaten Fury twice. But this isn't arrogance.
It's a good name in terms of it being at the right time. I don't think the timing is too much of a factor. I don't think Moses needs to catch anybody at a certain point in their career or anything like that.
Why's that?
Because I think he's good enough. I think he's plenty good enough. I think he's a generational talent, and I think
it's intent. At just 20, Moses Itauma is doing what most fighters only dream of, calling out legends and meaning it. Guiding this young phenom is renowned trainer Davison, a man who has shaped world champions and knows what greatness looks like up close. Yet, when Davison talks about Moses Itauma, there's a different energy in his tone.
He's a two-time world champion, and as he has just said, 100 million wouldn't even get me out of bed. So that tells you his desire for victory, to win and be champion again, that's gone. And once it's gone, it's not coming back. It doesn't come. You can't reignite that fire once it's gone. All the fire's been burnt out now.
Conviction that this young fighter isn't just another prospect. He's something special. Davison believes Moses has all the tools, discipline, power, and an extraordinary boxing IQ to one day rule the heavyweight division. Former world champion Duke McKenzie.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start calling him names, so he'll fight me. I think the great news to fight.
He added fuel to the fire with his candid assessment, turning attention back toward Tyson Fury's fading hunger. McKenzie didn't hold back, claiming that the so-called Gypsy King sounds more like a man tired of war than one hungry for glory. When a fighter admits money can't...
Do I want it? Because this guy's got everything I haven't got. He's young, he's got everything going his way. I don't want it that. Yeah, and personally, I would look ahead if I were the guys ahead of Moses instead of looking back at him thinking, I don't need any of that, regardless if things can beat him or not, because the risk reward...
Move him anymore, McKenzie said. The hunger's gone. In stark contrast, he noted, Moses Itauma's ambition burns with terrifying intensity, a fire that threatens to consume anyone standing in his way. Hearn couldn't hide his grin.
It's a good fight. It's a sort of fight that really Itauma should be taking at this stage in his career. You know, he's had a dozen fights, right? And you can't risk him too much.
After witnessing the young fighter's fearlessness. A 20-year-old calling out Tyson Fury live? Hearn laughed. That's not confidence. That's courage. While Fury counts his millions and speaks of retirement, Moses is chasing death.
But I don't think he's ready for it, and I think just go and have a bit of a touch. There's enough names in Britain that you could fight against.
Get yourself going again.
It's a stacked division in Britain and around the world. There's enough heavyweights in
destiny. The new era isn't asking for permission. It's coming to take what the old guard once held. Johnny Nelson echoed that sentiment, calling Itauma dangerous business. Nelson explained that Moses' combination of youth, sharpness, and fearlessness makes him every veteran's worst nightmare. Facing him isn't a payday, Nelson warned. It's a problem, and Tyson Fury knows it better than anyone.
The only thing that I worry about with Moses is the size. But ultimately, as we've seen now, size becomes irrelevant because look what Alexander Usyk's done. This guy's gone out and beaten everyone, including me. He's exceptional. So I don't think Moses is going to be as technically as good as Alexander Usyk, but he's the next in line. I think he's the future of the heavyweight division. I think he's an outstanding talent.
Mackenzie expanded further on Moses's calculated rise, saying that greatness is built through smart progression. Every fight, every round, adds another layer to Itauma's arsenal. While Fury drifts through excuses, Moses is building a legacy brick by brick, and fans can see it forming in real time. Even Paul Smith, usually measured in his analysis, couldn't hide his respect. Though he believes it may still be early in Itauma's journey, Smith acknowledged that his hunger is undeniable. History favors the fearless, Smith admitted. And Moses isn't here to play safe. He's here to shake up a division that...
You know, look, it's a good fight to make. Dillian White's got the experience. He's also... he can punch, he's strong, he's a big unit. But can he negate the speed, the power and the ferocity of this young heavyweight coming? And he gives angles, he's a good boxer as well. So that's the thing. You've got experience against somebody who's up and coming that hasn't been tested yet because he's so sharp, so deadly.
It's gotten too comfortable. Tony Bellew, never one to mince words, drew comparisons between Itauma's rise and Alexander Usyk's revolutionary path. Size means nothing when talent speaks louder, Bellew declared. Just like Usyk rewrote the rules, Moses is breaking the mold. He highlighted how Itauma's speed, maturity, and mindset at just 20 make him the most exciting heavyweight prospect since Anthony Joshua's rise. Bellew's words weren't mere praise, they were prophecy. The future isn't coming, he said. It's already here. Then came words from Peter Fury.
And no one seems to be wanting to say it. Well, I will. I don't care.
No, fair point. Shoot from the hip, as you always do. It's a shame we didn't get to see the last 4 rounds, really, because, well, if we would have.
Veteran trainer, strategist, and a man who has seen champions built and broken. When Peter Fury speaks, the boxing world listens. His assessment of Moses Itauma carried weight beyond excitement. He's not just a heavy-handed prospect, Peter explained. He's calculated, composed, and precise. He breaks opponents down with intelligence. For a man like Fury, who has worked with world champions, to show that level of respect speaks volumes. Peter's analysis hinted at something deeper, the generational shift. The older era...
I think Moses is one of the best young fighters boxing has seen in years. And I'm not just saying that based on a result over Dillian. I hope you understand that when I look at a fighter, I'm looking at things that others don't see. I'm not looking at the hype. I'm looking at what he does in the ring, how he does it, his skill set. You know, I'm looking at that because that's the important stuff. And right now, to me, he's shown probably a better skill set.
Feels the tremors of change. Moses Itauma is the reason. Tony Bellew, breaking down the technical side once again, emphasized that Itauma doesn't crumble under pressure. He thrives on it. He studies, sets traps, and strikes with intent, Bellew said. Against reckless fighters, he becomes surgical. Every jab, every feint, it's all a step toward total control. His words painted a picture of a fighter far beyond his years. Bellew's verdict was chillingly clear. Moses isn't just powerful, he's patient. That's not potential, it's destiny forming in real time. Respected boxing analyst Russ Anber, known for his meticulous eye, joined the chorus of praise. Moses Itauma is one of the best young fighters I've seen.
You don't want to rush him. You want to take it easy. You want to take it slow. Don't rush him. Let him enjoy. He's still 20 years old. Let him get to 22, 23 years old. That's then you start putting him in with the top names in boxing, like the Usyks and like the Wilders or even the Joshuas and the Furies. At the moment, I think you should keep on building him. Let him keep on winning.
Seen in years, Anber said firmly. He's not hype. He's the real thing. Russ explained that what sets Moses apart is not just his strength, but his control, confidence, and composure. At 20 years old, to be this technically sound, it's staggering, he added. This is how history begins. Moses isn't waiting for opportunities to come to him. He's building them. And that's exactly what caught the attention of Amir Khan, who knows all too well the pressures of early fame. Khan, speaking with both admiration and caution, recognized the spark. "I see in Moses what I once had," Khan admitted. "But greatness has to be built carefully. Don't rush it." Khan's advice came from experience. He knows that boxing fans crave instant fireworks, but champions are crafted through patience.
Personally, at 20, you got to get it right. And Frank, like I said, Frank knows what he's doing. And I think I'd be very surprised if they took that kind of test. Yeah.
Let him sharpen his claws, Khan advised. When his time comes, he'll devour them all. His message was clear. Fury, Usyk, Wilder, they're not going anywhere. What matters is that Moses continues his development the right way. Eddie Hearn echoed those thoughts, though his tone carried a sense of anticipation. As a promoter who's seen the rise and fall of many, Hearn recognizes the fine line between potential and pressure. Yet even he couldn't hide his excitement. "There's something different about Moses," Hearn said. "The composure, the confidence, it's not normal at 20. Hearn has witnessed countless prospects crumble under hype, but he believes Moses Itauma's mentality sets him apart. When his time comes, Hearn said, it won't just be another fight, it'll be a statement.
Boxing is a young man's game, like I told Vladimir Klitschko when he was 37. Boxing's a young man's game, he waits for nobody. So here's the opinion, you heard it here first. Moses Itauma will wreck all them old men out of the division. Usyk, AJ, Miller, whoever there is who's old, Zhang, whoever else there is, Luis Ortiz, all these big names of the past are all a spent force. And even the world champion now, they took my belt and give him to Usyk, Moses will wreck him. Because he's a young man versus an old man.
The next era will have arrived. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury himself may have let the truth slip in a moment of reflection. Half in jest, half in honesty, Fury admitted that boxing is a young man's game. Those words spoke louder than any boast could. They were a quiet admission that the torch is already being passed. Moses Itauma represents the new wave. Speed, power, hunger, and no fear of legacy. Fury once mocked the idea of youth threatening him, but deep down, he knows the shift has begun. The fire that once defined him now burns in someone else. The difference? Moses isn't reminiscing about greatness. He's creating it. The heavyweight throne that once felt immovable now trembles. Every jab, every sparring session, every word Moses speaks builds towards something monumental. The rise of a new king.
I can't, just off the top of my head, those are guys that I mentioned that he's hit with one shot and knocked him out. So you can see he carries that one punch knockout power, and as we know, that's what it takes in there.
Fury was right about one thing. Boxing waits for no one, and Moses Itauma is living proof. Even Anthony Joshua, the two-time world champion, has recognized it. Joshua, a man who's faced the best in the world, openly praised Itauma's power and poise. "He's got that one-punch danger," Joshua said, "and that's what defines the greats." Coming from AJ, those words carry weight. He's battled Klitschko, Usyk, Ruiz, legends and lions, and yet he sees something different in Moses. Joshua's respect wasn't flattery, it was validation. He acknowledged that Itauma's unique blend of raw strength and intelligence makes him one of the most dangerous emerging threats in the division. "He's young, but he's got control," AJ noted. That's what separates him. It's that mix of youth and precision that makes him special. When someone of Joshua's stature admits that, it's not just an endorsement. It's a warning to the rest of the division. The next era isn't on the horizon. It's already stepping into the ring. Analysts are beginning to echo the same sentiment. When a commentator compares a 20-year-old to the likes of Lennox Lewis, Anthony Joshua, and Tyson Fury, it's not hyperbole, it's recognition. Moses Itauma isn't following a blueprint, he's drawing his own. Observers note that his footwork and explosiveness defy the traditional image of a heavyweight. He moves like a middleweight, fluid, balanced, and lightning quick, while carrying the power of a giant. It's artistry wrapped in destruction, a style that's rewriting what it means to be a heavyweight. Moses doesn't imitate greatness, he redefines it. Every punch, every round, every moment he steps into the spotlight reshapes the narrative of what's possible in boxing's most storied division. The legends mentioned in those comparisons, Lewis, Joshua, Fury, they represent the past. But Moses Itauma is the future. A once-in-a-generation fusion of youth, skill, and natural power. And the boxing world can hardly believe it's real. From Duke Mackenzie's critique of Fury's fading hunger, to Bellew's comparison to Usyk, to Joshua's acknowledgement of raw danger, one truth echoes louder than the rest. The heavyweight throne is shifting. Tyson Fury may still be the Gypsy King, but every era ends. The new one has already begun, and its face is a 20-year-old prodigy named Moses Itauma, the young lion who dared to roar at the throne and make the world believe he might just take it.